of them. I like to start and just go over the bits and pieces, showing you where they are, and then we'll put this in action. So for starters, once it's closed, it's actually locked in a closed position. So to unlock it, on the back side of the chair, just below where your head support is going to be, is a little red lever. Just pinch it to the sky, chair opens up. You have a footrest. Footrest is up, held in place with two little retaining pins down there. You do have a foot strap, foot end guide handles, and then the front caster locks. The back side, monster wheel locks, easy to deploy, just step on, kick off. The bottom, your red release lever here, that's to change up the battery. So this is the same battery. It's on the new style power pots, the lithium-ion battery, or we call the Alvarium battery. This is universal for this as well as that stretcher. So whenever a battery is inserted, it's going to wake up the chair, turn on some lights up at the top. If you don't do anything with this chair in 2 minutes, these lights are all going to go off and it goes back to sleep. So there's no power on, there's no power off. Under the head support, little twist lock. That's your adjustment for your push-pull bar or your ascent and descent. So mid position is where you can just kind of steer the chair when it's in the transport position. We're just going down halls, cross driveways, and what that gives me a nice upright spot to be. Getting ready to go up or down the steps. That's all the way elevated. And then you will have this head support. And then you still have lift bars if you can carry the chair over something, control it, tip it, what happens. To release it, just pinch level with your finger versus a pull back tab like an old airport hat on top. And then you got your tracks. Same as before, squeeze up the red bar all the way out and they lock in place. So the chair is 56 pounds. It's 23 pounds heavier than a non-motorized Stair Pro. And when the belts are out, it does become back heavy. So it will potentially want to fall backwards. So only bring the belts out when the chair is loaded. And then you get to the spaghetti straps. So these are awesome. There's a lot of them. But once the patient's stuck in here, they really are kind of stuck in here. You got metal cobra buckles. The waist restraint is one strap. Loosen it. You have a monster strap across the waist. Shoulder restraints are adjusted off the back side of the chair, kind of like a golf cart bag. And then you do have another metal cobra buckle here. So basically, it's a great big backpack. Patient that's in the chair. This goes over the patient's lap. Snug it down by grabbing the underside of the belt. Tighten it. Each shoulder gets a strap over it. Arm through. Across the patient's chest to hold them in place. Then to adjust it, you stand behind the patient. We're not breathing in their face, or vice versa. Pull down until it's snug. When you do pull it, you've got little retainers here. So this gives you a lot of strap if you need it. Go around big people's arms. When we snug it down, make sure it's snug. Before you go wheeling it, take the excess strap and just put it back into this little gray slot on the back. It doesn't lock it in place, it's just holding it up off the ground so you're not stepping on it. To wake up the chair and actually use it, you can touch any of the buttons. I'm going to just turn on the light. Gives me ground lighting down here. It gives me ground lighting underneath by the motor. Everything's designed to be shooting into the ground, not the face of you guys, so you're not going to be blinded by this thing. And then on the top side, we've got our tortoise and the hare. So these guys won't do anything until we choose a direction. The control buttons, they're white. These are our go buttons. This is just saying that they're ready to go, but we haven't chosen a direction yet. So say we're going to go upstairs. Hit that. These buttons go blue. We're in flow mode, defaults to the tortoise. We can speed it up by hitting the rabbit. Same thing, change direction, we go the other way, slow it down. On the get-go, it's going to always default into the slow. The higher speeds are designed to get the chair up to the patient. You can use it as an equipment dolly, rapid fire it up the stairs, and then going down the stairs, at least till you get proficient with it. Keep it in the slow mode. Make everybody a little bit more comfortable. Down the other side here, you do have a battery power indicator. So if you want to see where the charge is, instead of reaching down and hitting the power button on the battery, we're going to light it up there. Whenever the chair is awake, it's going to have it up here as well. Big benefit, these buttons are ran off the power from here, which is ran off that one battery pack. So there's no more Bluetooth thing, little coin cell up top here. I think we're having to deal with that a little bit. So one power source functions the whole chair. Whenever you're going up or down the stairs, this stays the same all the way out. We're going to be making sure that we're in control. Foot handles flare out, so it's more shoulder width apart, so a little bit more convenient, more ergonomics. You got that monster footrest. It's going to keep your size 12, size 13 feet pretty elevated without having cramp in the back. When we're all said and done, take your straps, put the cobras together, snug them down so they're pretty much as tight to the chair as you can. Take the excess, which, by the way, this shows better when somebody's in here. We do have extra webbing on the shoulder straps. That's a handle. So if somebody's in the chair, they always like to help you going down the stairs, reaching out, tell them to hang on here, don't let go. They don't even know why. Just say it's very important you don't let go. If they're unconscious, you can reach, actually feed their whole hand through, so you're hanging them by the wrist. So everything's together, everything's snugged down. Take the grab bar, move it all the way down. Put your wheel locks on. That way we're not chasing it around the station when we're trying to fold it, or more importantly, it's not running into my shins when I do release it. Grab that pinch bar, lift it straight up, tip it forward, raise up in place. If you have to carry it. So the big thing with this chair is that we want the only times that you're really having to monkey around with holding the weight is getting out of the ambulance onto the ground or from the ground into the ambulance. Once it's here, it should be an appliance alley. So we can take the wheel lock off, raise it up. We can wheel it either direction, wherever we want to go. You got your first in gear, your oxygen, your O2 bag, your monitor, throw it on the footrest. Once you get to the stairs, drop the tracks, bring the bar up. Now we can just go and power up or down. But as you saw, the buttons up top here. So we got two buttons either side. They do not do up or down. That's going to be determined down here. The reason why we give it two buttons here, if I'm right-handed, I'm more comfortable using my right thumb. Left-handed, left thumb. If I'm going offset, where I want to hang on to the rail, right-handed, left button, vice versa. So if something happens, let's just say that we've got to put a battery in, battery's dead, and we have no power. With power, these belts will not move. If buttons fail, go ahead, take the battery out. At this point, it's a manual track stair chair. We're going to guide it down the stairs, and this one we're going to push a little bit because the belts will have some resistance, but it still will spin. Going upstairs, never use the belts. We're going back to full carry. All right, cleaning. Straps do come off. You can throw them in the bucket, soak them, spray them, dry them, whatever you need to do to release them. Just feed through these holes, pulls out the whole set, clean them, put them back together. Chair itself, it is sealed. It is power washable. Sealed meaning that fluid can still get in, but any of the electronics, it's not going to get damaged. So if you're washing it out in the back of the apparatus bay and there's weird colored fluids coming out, keep washing. Don't lubricate this. It wants to be clean, wants to be dry, and let this thing just do its own. Front wheels on the old manual chair, we had to make sure that they were pulled back facing forward like this. So when you fold, it doesn't get caught in the enclosure. As soon as I take weight off, they should self-orientate parallel to the foot and frame so they're not in the way. I do tell you, there's this part way up, wear it like a man bag. Reach through, grab the heel rest, right up against my torso.
There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying the stairway to heaven.